What's going on? This is long overdue. I wanted to do a podcast slash me chatting bubbles for the longest time. As you may or may not know, I am Jack Bangs and currently an active amateur MMA fighter, record of 3-1. Looking to do this podcast because why the hell not? I want to chat bubbles, I want to review fights, I want to talk about MMA, I want to talk about life, I want to talk about whatever the hell's on my mind, because the internet's a thing and because I can. So you either listen or you don't. All my opinions are my opinions. I don't care what you think. If you agree with me, amazing. If you think I'm an idiot, amazing. I don't really care. But yeah, I wanted to talk about last night's Cage Warriors. As a featherweight myself, I wanted to look at it a lot more closely than I normally would. Just because these people that are fighting at the moment are relevant competitors, of which future opponents maybe, or people to train with. It's something to look into at least anyway. So what I did was looked at all the fights. Obviously with the main card, we'll start with the main card just so then I'm not here all day chatting bubbles. But yeah, Harry Hardwick against Vito Esteban. Harry Hardwick, man, he's a guy, isn't he? I haven't watched many of his fights before. I've seen him before at a couple of Cage Warriors when his brother's been fighting, but he's got endurance for days. He's got a relentless pace, and he just put it on him throughout the fight, didn't he? Just constant peppering of his boxing. He's got decent boxing. From what I saw, looks like he's got a lot of cardio. I don't think he's the most powerful of guys, but if you're throwing 200, 300 shots per round, no matter on your chin, you're gonna get hurt. Let's be real. Really, really solid fight from him. He called UFC. I think it's unquestionable now, to be honest. Both brothers going to the UFC. I think that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I really hope that he goes there and does really well for himself. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. Obviously, I'm going to be favouring the UK lads slightly. At least slightly. Just because home turf, potential training partners, and yeah, you gotta vote for your home soil. Obviously, going on to the next one, Luke Riley. So fighting out of Next Gen, I've trained with Luke before, trained with a lot of Next Gen before, and yeah, Luke's always been sick at boxing. He's got hands for days. He's so quick. He throws combos like nothing. He did get clipped a couple of times. I think in the last round, I think Paul Rimmer may have had a couple of words to say. Listen, stop being an idiot. Stop throwing 10 punch combinations and keep it smart. Keep it a bit smoother. He did that. You know what? In that last round, he fought smart and didn't get clipped again. And yeah, just hammered him. Luke Riley's a proper stud. Mateus Malta as well. He's a good fighter. He brought it to Luke as well. I just think Luke, with the hype behind him and with the skills that he's got, there's just not a lot that can not a lot that you can put him against. But I mean, to be fair, he's rising up, innit? So another couple of wins, and you're either talking belt next fight or in a couple of fights. I would say in a couple of fights. I think he should get tested at least once more, because his last 5 fights, they've all been in Cage Warriors and they've all been, I think, first round knockouts. So he's not really been tested that much. But I think after a bit, after a couple more fights, he's on to a winner. Moving swiftly onto Madars Flemeness. He's obviously a very, very talented guy. Daniel Skibinski as well. He's one tough guy. He's I saw him live in Manchester, not his last fight, but the one before. And wow, yeah, he's an explosive, strong wrestler. Can strike as well, but you know, Madars put it on him. He smells blood. As soon as he smells blood, then you know he puts it on you, and he's got just relentless fighting style. He will just fight you and just throw hands and just look to finish the fight at all times, of which I respect that completely. If anyone's watched my fights before, I go in for the kill. If you're fighting me, you're either going to get finished in the first round, like my last fight, I'll get finished in the second, or it'll just be a good fight, you know. And I really respect that kind of fighting style. If you're fighting and you're just, you know, moving around, boxing, moving around and not trying to win the fight, I don't know, I don't have a lot of respect for it. Whereas pretty much everyone, most people, we're coming up to someone next, but yeah, most people in this card came to fight, came to win, and yeah, props to him. Props to Daniel as well. You know, he took some hits. I think he might have been a bit stunted with that first round. That first round just, you know, came at him, put it on him on the back foot, and yeah, obviously got the TKO. So fair play to Flemeness. I think he is in line for a title shot at welterweight. So again, yeah, 100% he should go for that. And yeah, I favour him in that as well. So good luck to him. Yeah. So this next fight, Morgan Ferreira against Diego Silva. Diego Silva, obviously, training partner of Jose Aldo. So amazing training partners, talented guy, cool tattoo on his back, jiu-jitsu. But yeah, TKO'd in the last. Good fight. I think Morgan, my criticism, you know, who am I to criticize anyone, but my criticism for Morgan is he is a super athletic, talented guy, and he's been plagued throughout his whole career of going the wrong side of split decisions, and it's because of that style. He you know, he's got all this explosivity and this power and all of the talent in the world, yet, you know, when it comes down to him in fighting and when he gets into the round and stuff, he's too passive. You know what I mean? Although he won and got the TKO in the end, I feel like he was either disrespecting Diego by you know, not wanting to engage in a lot of those transitions and a lot of the striking, which in my opinion is how I saw it. I think he was disrespecting him, or he's mindful of his cardio, doesn't want to burn himself out too quickly. But from what I saw, Morgan had all of the explosivity, all of the power to explode and to finish the fight at all times, and he just didn't. So well, he did in the end, of course, but he I don't know, I think he should have done better. I just got a lot of, you know, when I watched that fight, I was just a bit stuck on it. I was just like watching it like, come on man, you can do way more than this. I've seen you fight before, you're talented. Anyway, enough crapping on him. We'll move on, because obviously Jordan Buchanan is next. He fought Bryce Pickle. Good fight, back and forth. Obviously Jordan's got all the skill set in the world. He's a talented striker. His grappling's phenomenal. he's got the look of a fighter as well. You know, he looks like he's got all the tattoos. He's got a good build on him. He's got a good fighting style as well. He goes in to win the fight. Yeah, he's definitely doing well for himself, and I think with that win, should be looking at another title shot. Depends if Paul Hughes is going to be moving up or changing promotions, whatever the hell he may be doing. But Jordan was looking good, as he always does, and yeah, I think he's going to be doing well for himself in the next year or two. I think he's going to be definitely getting the belt either next fight or the one after, and then moving on up from there. You know, he's how high is the sky? The sky's the limit. And then yeah, main event. So Mick Stanton, James Webb. James Webb looked absolutely massive. So I don't know how he made middleweight. Kind of gave off a bit of Alex Pereira type of vibes. You know, just came in, huge, stocky guy. I've not seen him look that big before, so I don't know if he's on any secret juice or not. But he looked big. He looked intimidating. You could see that from the striking with Mick. You know, every interaction, you could see Mick kind of like feel that pressure and he was on the back foot the whole fight, and I understand that it finished in the first round, but yeah, Mick caught him clean. I think it was with a left hook, and then he caught him with a right uppercut straight after that, and yeah, Mick smelt blood, chased in, beat him, won the fight, and yeah, wow, really good fight that actually, really good card overall, to be honest. Even the prelims, there was some amazing fights on that prelim card as well. But I just wanted to cover the main card today. But yeah, what a great fight for Mick. I think for the next fight, I don't know why these guys fought again. My coach, Matt Bonner, I think he's in line for that title. He's beat both before, definitely beat them both again. I think with the performance that they both put on, you know, it just shows that there is levels to it, and I think my coach Matt Bonner would do really well against both of these lads. Not to hate on these guys, but you know, styles make fights, and yeah, I think Matt would quite handily do that. But we'll see. You know, Matt's got a potential fight coming up, hopefully soon. Just keep an eye on his page. And then, yeah, in terms of Cage Warriors 157, amazing card. I think it was overall just really, really good. I think, again, going back to all the featherweights, really good to watch them all, really good to see what kind of level they're at, what they're able to put on, and the talent pool that Cage Warriors is holding at the moment is really, really strong. I think when I go pro, I'll be taking bits from all of these people. I'll be hopefully training with most, if not all, of these throughout the years as well. I think moving forwards in terms of my fights, I'm going to do some more amateur. I enjoy the amateur. I am looking forward to the pro, so I can throw these elbows. I've got pointy ass elbows, don't know if you can see, but I've got pointy ass elbows, so if I can throw these elbows and these knees to the head, I think everyone's in for a treat at that point. But yeah, my next fight, hopefully September, maybe on the UKFC, maybe for a different promotion. I need to figure that out. I've been messaged by a couple of different promotions. They're just working on getting some new opponents for me. And then yeah, fingers crossed we can do another one by the end of the year, and then we'll see where it takes us. But yeah, this is me rambling. I'm gonna call it the Stand and Bang or Stand and Bangs podcast. It's literally just gonna be me chatting bubbles to the camera, sat in my spare room, surrounded by all my training equipment, and yeah, random stuff that I can't even mention. But hope you enjoyed watching or listening, whatever the case may be. But yeah, really good to chat some bubbles, and hopefully you tune in next time. Peace.